She's a little slower than children her age. She's got the mind of a 7-year-old.
Number 10. Gypsy didn't know how old she was. Right.
Was I good?
You were perfect.
From the show, we know that Dee Dee Blanchard minimized her daughter Gypsy's cognitive abilities, telling people that she was functioning as though she were a 7-year-old rather than a teenager.
How old are you?
She's 15, born in 1995.
While that's disturbing enough, in fact, Dee Dee kept Gypsy from knowing her actual age.
I thought you said I was born in 1993.
Oh, if I said that, I do apologize. Since that car accident, my head is no good with numbers.
When Gypsy's father called her on her 18th birthday, he recalls Dee Dee telling him to avoid mentioning Gypsy's age because she thought she was 14. It was only later that Gypsy found out that she was actually born in 1991. Number 9. Gypsy's voice. Right. In the act, actress Joey King, who plays Gypsy, uses an exaggeratedly high-pitched voice that makes her sound like a little girl rather than a teenager. The voice is jarring and made many wonder if that's what King sounds like in real life.
But the funny thing is, a few years ago, she had gave me this little glass house. And she said, one day, this will be yours. And now it finally is.
If you've seen any of her other roles, you'll know that in fact she was doing an excellent job impersonating the real-life Gypsy. There are several pieces of video that show what Gypsy's voice sounded like at the time, and King did an excellent job doing her research and imitating the pitch.
You wanted her dead.
Yes, but it was not because I hated her. It was because I wanted to escape her.
Number 8. Gypsy's father's involvement. Wrong. On the show, we see that Dee Dee and Gypsy are very much alone.
I don't have a dad. It was only ever me and my mom.
Gypsy's father allegedly left the two of them when she was a baby because he wasn't ready for the commitments of marriage and fatherhood. In the final episode, he redeems himself somewhat, but in real life, he made a much bigger effort to be involved in Gypsy's life.
She always spoke for you.
So he's just told me to let her do all the talking.
He paid child support and sent her gifts, and tried to visit, although Dee Dee would often find ways to stop their encounters from taking place. He was manipulated by Dee Dee as well, and prevented from being the parent he wanted to be.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I wish I'd got to know you.
Number 7. Mel breaking into the house. Wrong.
What's wrong?
After they kill Dee Dee, Gypsy and Nick decide to speed up the process of her body being found by posting shocking comments from her Facebook page. On the show, Lacey sees the posts and informs her mother, who then breaks into the family's house.
You can't just go in there.
Mel, be careful.
In real life, though, it was a man named David Blanchard, who, despite his name was not related to Dee Dee, who also lived nearby, who responded. The dark Facebook posts are very real, and the screenshots of them can easily be found online. The posts contributed to Nick and Gypsy being caught, just like on the show. Number 6. Gypsy's teeth falling out. Right.
But what if I just had 1 or 2 sips? Just a little sugar.
Baby, do you know what a severe reaction looks like?
In the first episodes of the show, we see Gypsy's mother telling her that she's allergic to sugar and taking her to the doctor. She hears the doctor say that her allergy isn't real and decides to test it out for herself by eating sweets. She ends up at the dentist where she has all of her teeth taken out because they're rotten. This part was actually true, and it was happening because Dee Dee was giving her the medication Tegretol for the epilepsy that she didn't actually have. Number 5. The mind of a 7-year-old. Right. On the show, Dee Dee minimizes Gypsy's intelligence and mental abilities, telling people that her teenage daughter has the mind of a 7-year-old, along with lying about her actual age.
Gypsy's a little slower than children her age. She's got the mind of a 7-year-old.
This is actually true, and in real life, she blamed the issue on Gypsy's premature birth, saying that she suffered from brain damage in the process.
Well, I get a new stuffed animal to hold every time we go to the doctor.
Of course, Gypsy may have been stunted in some ways, but her intellectual capacities were not impaired. This was all part of the Munchausen syndrome by proxy, which we'll touch more on later.
I like your dress. She's so lovely. Oh my God, she's so pretty.
Number 4, Nick being a nice guy. Wrong.
I just want to hold you and touch you and be the man to give you your first ever kiss.
In the act, Nick is a sympathetic character who seems to really care about Gypsy. And although we cannot be sure of his true motives in real life, there are some serious red flags about the actual Nick Godejohn.
I'm always going to love Gypsy, and she loves me back. Also, I'm the father of her future children, probably, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
The Blanchard family believes that he controlled Gypsy and took advantage of her. Not only that, but in the 2017 documentary about the story, Mommy, Dead and Dearest, it's revealed that Nick wanted to rape Dee Dee before killing her. Gypsy offered herself up instead, and so he raped her after killing her mother. Number 3, Gypsy falling off a trampoline. Wrong.
I want to jump on the trampoline.
No, honeybee.
In the series, we see the origins of Gypsy being in a wheelchair. Dee Dee puts her in one after she has a trampoline accident when she's 6 years old. That's not how it happened in real life, though. What actually happened is that Gypsy was riding on a motorcycle with her maternal grandfather, and they got into a minor accident.
Oh my God! Girls, you get down too! Get down! Are you bleeding? Oh my God. Yeah, baby. Oh, sweetheart. Oh. Oh.
While at that point, Gypsy had already been using a walker for the alleged muscular dystrophy she had, after the accident, Dee Dee told her that a doctor had ordered her to use a wheelchair.
I can walk, Mama.
Oh no, you're too weak. You gotta rest.
Number 2, a doctor was suspicious. Right.
I think she has a hiatal hernia.
What did you say? She had her salivary glands removed?
Considering how long Dee Dee got away with lying about Gypsy's conditions, it's no surprise that doctors started to have questions eventually.
Have you been able to confirm the girl's medical history?
Which part?
Any of it?
On the show, Dr. Lakshmi Chandra begins to track down Gypsy's medical history from other sources because she has her suspicions about what Dee Dee's telling her.
I was one who requested those records.
Could you just tell me, just complete a couple of details that were left out last time? Could you tell me?
Eventually, she reports the case to Child Protective Services. In real life, it was pediatric neurologist Bernardo Flasterstein who raised some red flags. He said that he was worried about Munchausen syndrome by proxy, but he didn't report his concerns. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Dee Dee is suspected of more than one crime. Right.
Hello, Mama. Give us some peace.
It's evident from everything we saw in the act that Dee Dee was mentally unwell. And in the show's 6th episode, it's implied that her daughter's wasn't the only life she took into her own hands.
Playtime, girlies.
Day, I'm stuck.
Dee Dee is shown keeping food from her own mother Emma when she was sick, and her neglect led to her death.
Oh, God almighty! Almost threw me out of the chair.
In reality, Dee Dee's family does believe that she did have a hand in Emma's death.
Day,
Harder than I thought.
please come.
You stay here, okay?
I need you, please.
You won't go anywhere?
Day.
Good.
And her stepmother Laura didn't get off easy either, as she's accused Dee Dee of trying to poison her with weed killer, leaving her incapacitated for months. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.